It's running, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Here we are again.
More eggnog.
Wonderful.
More eggnog. That was a German winter children's song.
Oh ja, genau.
And it was the
Schneeglöckchen weiß.
Schneeflöckchen.
Schneeglöckchen. And the eggnog.
Yeah, eggnog. Where's the eggnog? You already have a red face. No more eggnog for you. And you know, it was actually, this melody was the first melody I could play on any instrument. I played it on a harmonica. And I figured it out one Sunday morning around 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I was playing it, and then I was so excited that I could play it. I was 5 years old, almost 5, and I ran into my parents' bedroom on Sunday morning. I played it. So proud, and they were not happy.
Why?
It's like, oh.
But a bunch of those old melodies that we learned when we were kids actually made nice flat picking tunes. You know, like. Really great when sitting on your porch at Old 60, remember, in that church bell, that electronic church bell that they'd installed, and they had a old Christmas tree that we used to sing as a Christmas tune. They had that as a
You know what I thought was the most amazing thing? We just moved into Old 60, and it was right beside the big Baptist. You know which one, right?
Yeah, I used to go to church there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. So. And they have electronic church bells with melodies, you know, it's not real church bells. And they're distorted.
Yeah, totally
distorted.
Way too loud.
Way loud. And in the morning, I wake up on Sunday morning and it's like... And the German national anthem. house and asked if I would come to church. And I said, well, no, I have to go. I actually have to go out and going on tour. And he said, I asked him, what is this song? This is the German national anthem. What is it doing, in your church, coming from the church? And he said, which one are you talking about? And I was singing to him. He didn't know it was the national German anthem. But then he said, no, that's a Baptist hymn.
Yeah.
That's a Baptist hymn. And I was really astounded because when they started playing that, I thought, wow, they found us.
Hey, I think we should start our show. What do you think? Are you ready, Melissa? Jody, you ready? Yes! Yes!
Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Welcome back. It's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, yes.
Christmas Day. We got a brand new program for you, worked out. And we had actually more eggnog, and we'll have to see how this show will go. What do you think, Uwe? It's not easy, Christmas Day.
No, I never touched that stuff. Alcohol.
You don't like it, Jody, right?
I know why you don't like it. It's
okay. I put the reverberation in. And we're gonna go right from here.
Yeah. Well, this is a little tune. The first time I played this was with J.G. Duke, when we played way back in the '80s in Zurich, Christmas party. It was the first time that I got in contact with this stuff.
Is that Buck Owens?
That's an old Buck Owens tune, yeah.
But we just...
I don't have that. Oh, I love those sleigh bells. Now is the time for sleigh bells to ring. Now is the time for children to sing. Now is the time for White Christmas with Bing, because it's Christmas time. Now is the time to hang mistletoe. Now is the time to run through the snow. Now is the time to shine old Rudolph's nose, because it's Christmas time. Christmas time is a-comin', Santa's not far away. You can almost hear his ho-ho-ho and the jingling of his sleigh. Now is the time Christmas stories we'll tell. Now is the time, hang your stockings on the nail. Now is the time, let us sing Jingle Bells, because it's Christmas time. Christmas time is a-comin', Santa's not far away. You can almost hear his ho-ho-ho and the dashing of his sleigh. Now is the time, Christmas stories we'll tell. Now is the time to hang my stocking on the nail. Now is the time, let us sing Jingle Bells, because it's Christmas time. Because it's Christmas time.
Wow. Okay. More.
California Christmas music.
Oh, thank you for the
Yeah.
applause, Melissa. That was very nice. And we have Jody again with us.
Yes.
Jody, I was very impressed how you played the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah, and the
Yesterday.
coffee cup.
And the coffee cup. Can what you got in there?
Got a cup full of
Little
bells.
Jingle Bells. I've had these about 20 years.
These are finger picks. Banjo finger picks. They actually work as jingles. Yes.
A few years ago, we recorded our Christmas CD. I mean, Jens recorded most of it,
No.
And I sang them all. But it was amazing when we did this because we did it. We wanted to get it ready for Christmas, so we recorded it in July here in North Carolina. I remember back in your little studio up in the house, and I was sitting there in shorts, and it must have been like 103 outside, and
Yes.
we couldn't let the air conditioner run because it was making too much noise.
Yes.
So whenever I sang
In the
something,
room, it was like,
yeah, it was
so
really
we had
loud.
to turn it off,
Yeah.
and it got real hot in the room. We were wearing the headphones.
Yes, it's just,
sweats.
you know.
Wearing the, and remember we had these headphones
Yeah.
where the plastic peeled off.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And the plastic, whenever you took it off with all the sweat, you had your entire face covered.
Little
Plastic
plastic-
bits.
it was amazing. It was great, absolutely.
But this song, you came with words, and you said, I don't have a melody for it. And so I made a melody,
Mm-hmm.
and I recorded it, and I showed it to you. I said, what do you think? And
It came out really beautiful.
I think so. It's I love these words, and we have so many comments for this song, and
and requests, of course. But what we decided to do is, just a few weeks ago, I got this video on, through a Facebook friend of mine, Brad. He's out in Nashville, and his mom, after her husband passed away last year, she went ahead and built a Christmas village, and they took Lights in Our Village as the theme for the tune. And so what we're going to do is now we're going to swipe this in, and we're going to let you see the video,
the Christmas
the
village,
Christmas village that they built out there. And thank you, Brad, for sending this to us.
Yes, I hope you enjoy this.
The lights in our village are dimmed for the night, and the valley lies quiet and still. We're sitting and waiting till we hear the call of the bells from the church on the hill. We put on our boots and our coats and our gloves, step out in the cold and the snow. Carefully tread and try not to slip, to keep our lanterns aglow. Carefully tread and try not to slip, to keep our lanterns aglow. The flickering flames of our candles shine bright, they show us the way through the night. Hand in hand we're singing along to the tune of an old Christmas song. The moon and the stars shine so bright in the sky, our lanterns glow humbly below. From near and from far, all the shimmering lights thank the child for salvation and love. From near and from far, all the shimmering lights thank the child for salvation and love.
we're back on. Wasn't that a beautiful Christmas village? It's amazing how much detail that he put into it.
Well, she put me. His mom put into that.
mom,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I put that wrong.
Yeah, Chris. I don't know. People in Europe that do stuff like that usually have trains running through them, and they call themselves model train builders. You know, they.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. You have that too, Jody, don't you? And you have a Christmas village too, don't you?
Yeah, but I didn't put it up this year. But I put model trains in mine also. I do a Halloween village also.
Halloween?
Yeah,
A Halloween train?
that's a little Halloween train. Trolley that goes back and forth.
A Halloween village that would be eerie. It's like a little zombie town or something, right? Woo.
You have to show that to us once. I'll make the soundtrack for it.
What I always liked about Christmas songs is they come from so many different regions in the world, and this is one that I always liked because it's a New York version kind of song. It's a New York song.
Yeah, with the automat.
Automat. I didn't know what an automat was. Joel told me what.
No, we used to have them.
Yeah, but automat. You can't find that at the automat. It's a vending machine. Where you can buy food 24/7, and they had they're like big glass things. They turn around and revolve and yeah,
Yes. Yeah, you come home. It's an automat. It's an automatic noise machine. So what's the song here?
It's called Old Fashioned Christmas. It's got some funky chords.
1, 2, 3.
Old-fashioned Christmas, an old-fashioned Christmas, family faces, wide open spaces, covered with snow. Right now my mom, there in the kitchen, basting the Christmas bird. You have to take my word, you can't find that at the automat. An old-fashioned fireplace, give me an old-fashioned fireplace. My heart remembers smoldering embers, warming your glow. I'll trade that old Manhattan skyline, that shimmering steel and chrome, for one old-fashioned Christmas back home. Christmas, an old-fashioned Christmas, family faces, wide open spaces, covered with snow. Right now my mom's there in the kitchen, basting the Christmas bird. You have to take my word, you can't find that at the automat. An old-fashioned fireplace, give me an old-fashioned fireplace. My heart remembers smoldering embers, orange your glow. I'd trade that old Manhattan skyline, the shimmering steel and chrome, for one old-fashioned Christmas back home. For old-fashioned Christmas back home.
I'm sorry, I messed you up with 2 chords.
And I messed up the melody.
Yeah, we practiced.
Well, it's
so
kind
well.
of low there.
Yeah.
Why
Why did we record it that low? We could have.
I
made it
don't,
higher.
I don't know. Just so that the trumpet players can play along in E flat or something. I don't know what it was.
I don't know what rhythm. What well, of course, like everybody else, we had the Bing Crosby Christmas album. And there
You
was,
had it. I can't remember that we ever had it at home.
Well, I had it.
Nadine had it, I think.
Yeah, I'm saying that's that was when we were about 11 years old. 11, 12 years old. We started listening to this all the time. This Bing Crosby and Andrew Sisters are up there. It's just the one everybody has, White Christmas, And one song I always liked, and it was this.
Are you sure you're gonna do it?
Yes, I'm gonna.
You're gonna sing a song.
Oh, wait a second. I still have the reverb on now. I'm sorry.
Eggnog, too much eggnog.
Too much. And I have to tell you honestly, if I did not have that much eggnog, I would not sing it. And now, how is this? My microphone is not as loud as Uwe's because my banjo is so loud usually. So I have to sort of twist around on here, and it makes a lot of noise. How is that? Can you?
No, that's way too loud. No, don't get
So
that close.
No. Okay, so here it is. My not so famous version of Mele Kalikimaka. Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. I've flown over it several times now, going to Australia. And I was training Australia. Joel has one of these machines that you can lay upside down, right?
Oh yeah.
So he gave that to me so I could actually hang in there and get ready for Australia. And then I found out that was all wrong. They warned me about Australia that the toilets go the other way. And I always said, I hope not. So, I'll have to.
But
Okay, here we go.
Peter and everybody down there, they're some of our most loyal listeners.
No, they're fantastic people. So here we go. Mele Kalikimaka. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele Kalikimaka is a thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greetings that we sent to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you. say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greetings that we sent to you from a land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, a very, very, very Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, bravo.
Okay, that's that one song I get to sing a year. And that's enough. More eggnog. Where's the eggnog of that on that shock, on that note of shock?
There you go. Eggnog.
Yeah, cheers, Uwe. Cheers.
I'm going to
Cheers,
sleep.
Jody.
I'm going to sleep in the studio tonight.
Uber.
Uber
Yeah.
in Wilkesboro.
He had one Uber driver.
What Uber
It was
driver?
you.
Yeah. I'll give you a ride home.
Oh,
What is it? Oh yes. This next one is not really a Christmas tune, but we've played so much music in the last 7 months, and I used to tell this story that a lot of the things we play, of course, you can hear. It's rehearsed as much as we can rehearsing, in 1 or 2 days, while rehearsing the next shows and our cook show and everything. So we just, a lot of things just improvised, and they don't always work 100%, but we're having fun, we're jamming, we're having a good time. But we have a lot of worked out music, a lot of things, that are very, complex and complicated and whatnot. But we once realized when we were kids, when we lived in a village, and we would go down, we would go to the church in the village at night because we could play there and disturb nobody. And we would go in there and we would play, and big door open, lots of, now is the reverb, it's time, reverb, but we could, and we go in the church, and it's now the reverb is a good thing. Okay, so and then we're in there and we haven't getting our banjo and guitar out, and we play a lot of. But in the church that wouldn't sound so good because with all the notes and all the reverb, and sometimes it sounded just a lot better when we didn't play. It still does sometimes. But there in particular, it really struck us how just. And then listen to what happened to the sound and the diffused field of sound coming at us from all the corners of the church, coming right back at us. We realized music lives on the canvas of silence. And I wanted to create a little piece once, that honors that silence, that canvas, by not disturbing it too much. And the piece that developed out of that was Beautiful Nothing. And I think it's we want to play this because there's the side of the world that we see, and then there's the side in the world that we can't see. And the silence is part of that world.
I like that song.
Yes, we're probably all sleeping now.
It was just before Christmas, 1979, that Jens and I became the street musicians and started with this kind of weather out here. It's like 27, 28 degrees. We used to stand out there on the corners in the Niederdorf in Zurich and play music at this kind of these temperatures, and we're doing so much better now, don't we? But you remember the first Christmas that we had an apartment and we could actually, we had enough money so we cook something, and we started cooking, and I invited Jens over and Krista and so first we had a little breakfast.
Well, first we had breakfast with lots of cheeses and ham and lots of bread, and it was around maybe 9 o'clock in the morning. We had big, and then Uwe said, I bought 2 ducks. We're going to prepare 2 ducks.
Just like my grandma always made. She always fixed a couple of ducks,
ducks or goose,
geese.
Geese, yes. But so Uwe said, okay, I'm going to fix 2 ducks, and there were huge ducks. I mean, really big ducks. So that was beautiful with, salted potatoes.
And red cabbage.
So we prepared this wonderful
Gravy.
lunch for around 12 o'clock. And
then we were invited over to our neighbor's house.
That was so much food. Yeah. We were only 4 people, and we ate both of these ducks entirely. We ate them, with potatoes and everything, and dessert. We made dessert. We made pudding.
Yes.
Yeah, pudding with stuff. And well, anyway, we were in our food coma, laying around trying to play. And then the neighbors rang on Uwe's door. Oh, we have coffee and cake. Would you like to come over? And we, of course, said, okay, we're coming over. And they had this big cream.
She worked at one of our big retailers, and she had amazing array of cakes they hadn't sold in Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas Eve.
So she had these thick layers of creamy cake.
Yeah, like the Swedish tarts and
yes.
and it was amazing.
And so we ate. So we went over there, and we said we couldn't refuse. It's like you have to try this and try this. So we're sitting there, and she also had these beautiful Calvados, and other cognacs that we had to try.
Yes.
Because they're special here and special that. So anyway, it's about 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
And then I of course I couldn't let Jens and Krista leave without feeding them some dinner.
No, we said we don't want any dinner. I said, well, we played some more music, and then Uwe said, why don't we make a fondue? A cheese fondue.
Believe it or not, yes.
And Uwe made this huge pot of melted cheese with bread, and we ate cheese fondue for dinner. It was the day. I never ate that much in my entire life.
That was the worst
never
ever.
Before and never after. But it was the best Christmas because for years we didn't have enough.
No.
I remember once, we had a Christmas in Zurich. Actually, Krista and I, our first Christmas, didn't have anything. We had an apartment as big as
twice as big as our bathroom here.
Yeah, it's very small, just a room for. And I had a Christmas tree put up in the apple crate, and I had 4 candles on it, but we had no more money to buy actually any food, so we just had a pack of grits, So we just with water and a little bit of grits that we put together. That was our Christmas, the entire Christmas dinner. And I remember that really well, but we were not unhappy about it. It was just a little different.
But I was invited that evening. I was invited by some really stout vegetarians, by a woman, and she had probably had the most sparsely decorated Christmas tree ever. She didn't believe in big Christmas trees. She believed in humility and small things. So, and we had no meat. She was a strict vegetarian, as I said, so we ate a couple of turnips and a little bit of spinach, and that was the strangest Christmas I think I ever had. It was amazing. But so when the ducks came on sale and we had enough money to do that.
Yes, and then for years, of course, Uwe and me, we would get together with our families. We make leg of lamb, fill it with plums and and garlic. And sometimes we make 2 leg of lambs.
Depending.
Yeah. But hey, why don't we sing the next song?
Well, that was a song that that we wrote on the occasion of us leaving home. I mean, we wrote it years and years ago when we came back from Charlottesville, and we made less money on the show than we spent on gas, and so we wrote the song so we got something when we come home, right?
two.
So you knew you couldn't stay, all you did was run away from the place you once called home, just to find where you belong. So you know just how it feels when you walk these streets in tears, and you know you won't turn back as you move along the track. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you'll ever know, doesn't matter where you go. When you find yourself alone in a world as cold as stone, in the darkness there's a light that will guide you through the night. When the time has come to see that the future's meant to be, and the choices you recall were no choices after all. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you'll ever know, doesn't matter where you go. So let's sing and dance, old friend, leave our worries where they stand. Trust the promise that was made, that his love would never fade. When it all comes to an end, he will take us by the hand, and he'll show us through the land. Peace and joy will never end. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you'll ever know, doesn't matter where you go. There's no reason to despair, for there's always someone there. Loves you more than you'll ever know, doesn't matter where you go. One of the important things for Christmas that my parents always stressed, and that I think still is one of the most important things about Christmas, is that it's not just the joy and the festivities and the giving gifts, and it's also a moment of peace on earth, because that is just the most important thing for Christmas that my mom and my dad always stressed. Said this is the moment where for at least 24 hours, a couple of days, people should not be mad at each other, where they should not be violent against each other, where there should be peace on earth, because that's what it could be, you know. And in the wars, World War I and World War II, were always these instances where, and these anecdotes that our uncles and our grandpa told us, you know, where enemies would play soccer with each other, the English and the Germans, and the Russians and the Germans would sing Silent Night together. Yeah. in the middle of the conflict, you know, to have just a moment of that humanity and that moment of peace. And I hope that you can all find a little piece of humanity this Christmas. We have such a divided country and a divided world, and everything is in is in such turmoil, and maybe this Christmas can bring you a little bit of that peace and the quietness and that serenity that we also deserve once in a while.
Yes. So, but now
I just wanted to say that
on a happier note.
Oh, this is one of those songs that we recorded on our Christmas CD, and it was absolutely stunning to sit in the studio and sing this in shorts.
Yes.
What key did we have this
in
in?
D.
One of the reasons why I moved to North Carolina is the weather. Christmas I can sit outside on the porch with just a t-shirt on most of the time.
Do you want me to do the intro, the whole thing? Huh? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. The fire is so delightful. We got no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show sign of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way low, way down to let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. You really hold me tight. All the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying. Dear, we're still goodbying. As long as I love me so. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Finally kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in the storm. If you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the slowly dying, and we are still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Scary.
That was scary. Yeah, I was in a different tune.
You were in a different tune.
Yep.
Which tune were you in?
The one that we did yesterday.
Okay, I understand. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It was fine.
Eggnog.
Eggnog.
I'm blaming the eggnog.
Blame the eggnog.
Yep. First thing when you have a problem, you have to admit it. I think wasn't that part of the 12-step program or something like that? Hi, my name is Uwe, and I drank eggnog.
Yes, that's what Anya said today. I know. I don't have a problem with eggnog because I know when the ABC store closes, not when it opens. So,
does your family have problems with alcohol? No, we enjoy it.
No, it's this next thing I'm going to play alone.
Oh, eggnog! Time for eggnog. Yes, this is such a beautiful thing, and we have so many hits on YouTube with this. But I never heard you play it live. It's a brave thing you do here.
Well, this is the prelude to the cello suite in G of
Bach.
Johann Sebastian Bach. Yes. And of course, we wanted to put it in here because it is traditional to have Bach's music in church on Christmas in Europe. And so I just wanted to have a little bit of Bach here tonight with us. I'm gonna try to play this.
That's amazing.
Ah,
Thank you, Jens.
Thank you, absolutely. It was funny. First time I visited Australia, I played a banjo camp for Peter Nahusen, banjo conference, and I was in the hotel. It's like a resort, beautiful place, overlooking the Glass House Mountains. Absolutely stunning place. But I was practicing the cello suite at night, and in the morning I woke up and there was a bird outside my window singing the cello suite. It's like, and I woke up and I heard this bird. I said, "Wow, this bird is playing the beginning of the cello suite." So I went into the living room and I got my banjo out. It was even the right key in G. The bird sang in G. So I was all excited. I got dressed, I shaved, I went downstairs to the breakfast room, and I asked everybody, "What's that bird that sings the cello suite, here in Australia?" Till I found out it was some kind of bird that they have, it's like a magpie or something that imitate.
Like a kookaburra or something like that?
No, it was not a kookaburra. Well,
yeah.
No, it was some kind of bird.
Is it that same bird that a few years ago they had this...
This construction site, yes.
The construction site made all the sounds of the...
Yes, it could imitate everything. And it heard me play the cello suite, and it learned it, and it remembered it. In the morning, it sang it to me, and everybody was puzzled because everything they saw of me was this excited Jens Kruger that they saw for the first time, asking them about a weird bird that sings the cello suite. And nobody had an idea what I was talking about. It was very funny.
Well, we got time for one more? We're gonna jam out on the most obvious song there is, right? The one that we haven't done yet.
Yes,
folks, it's been such a pleasure to do all this.
Yes, thank you so much for letting us, experiment with these tunes. We never played them, so try the best to sort of get through them. We thank you for tuning in with us and being with us and celebrating Christmas with us. Really appreciate it. We have another cook show come out on Sunday, next Sunday, and
oh yeah, if you have ordered one of our peelers, I have to make you aware of the fact that you cannot shave with them. I just got an email. I just got an email from somebody, and they said it's not sharp enough. Sorry.
It would be sharp enough, but just don't do that.
No, it takes too much. It takes too much away.
Takes too much away.
Yes, it does.
Okay, here we go. In F.
F.
In F, wait a second, I have to get the other banjo. Because beautiful sound. Okay.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sled, over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, make them spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to laugh and sing come tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sled. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and light, misfortune seemed a lot. We drifted to a drifting bank, and then we got upshot. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Too much eggnog. No, take care. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.